Big names are circling the 2025 Travers: Sovereignty, Journalism, Baeza, Goal Oriented, and more. And we've got fresh intel, who's working sharp, what the trainers are saying, and what to expect if they all line up at Saratoga. Stick around for insider quotes, key stats, and whether magnitude can make real noise against some of the best 3-year-olds in the country. Real quick though, if you want sharper notes and better bets, grab my free picks and handicapping worksheet down below. I send out 2 races every Friday with Contender strategy, and it's the same stuff that I use to bet myself. It's totally free. Let's start with the horse that they all have to beat right now. That'd be Sovereignty. Trained by Bill Mott, he just took down the Jim Dandy in style. He set off the pace, tipped out, and finished strong to beat Baeza by a clear length in 149.52. And visually, it looked like he still had gears left. He's now won 4 out of 5, and he's showing versatility. He sat close to the pace in his last 2, and he still finished like a freight train. That Jim Dandy came back fast too, a 104 buyer, holding his form perfectly. Mott said after the race, "I think he just wants to get into his stride and do his best in the last 5/16 of a mile. I think that Alvarado was just letting him get into his stride when he kind of got shuffled back." And here's a sneaky note. Bill Mott has never won the Travers. He called it an important target post-race, and this horse looks like his best shot yet. Baeza, the horse who chased him home in the Jim Dandy, is still knocking on the door. He's your classic coulda, shoulda, woulda horse. He's been there all year, 3rd in the Derby, 3rd in the Belmont, and now 2nd in the Jim Dandy behind Sovereignty. Trained by John Sheriffs and ridden by Flavien Prat, he's got one of the most reliable combos in the game. He took another step forward in the Jim Dandy, showing that he can hang with the division's best, but he still feels a notch below the top couple. He's got consistency, he's got class, and definitely has heart, but at some point you just gotta actually win one. He deserves a graded win, and the Travers might just be one step too ambitious.
Magnitude strutting his stuff in the Iowa Derby. It's just a matter of how far. 7, 8 lengths in front as they come through the final 16th. It is Magnitude, and he was ready to roll.
Magnitude's back and better than ever. He's trained by Steve Asmussen, skipped the Jim Dandy, and is being pointed straight to the Travers. His last work was 4 furlongs and 51 and change, exactly what you want off a comeback win and layoff. This is the same horse who dropped a 108 buyer in the Risen Star earlier this year before injury. And when he came back in the Iowa Derby, he crushed that field by over 9 lengths and earned a 105. Asmussen is spacing his starts on purpose, and his team has said that he looks exactly the same as he did pre-injury, just floating over the track like nothing ever happened. They were even surprised that he got the ankle chip in the first place. If he runs back to either one of those last 2 efforts while stretching out to 1.25 miles, he's a major new threat. Goal Oriented is trained by Bob Baffert and also ridden by Flavien Prat. And while he's still lightly raced, the talent's obvious. He ran his heart out in the Haskell, finishing 3rd behind Journalism and Gosger, and he earned a solid 101 buyer in the process. Now here's the kicker. Prat rides both Goal Oriented and Baeza. If both enter the Travers, he's going to have to choose, and that decision alone could tell us everything about who's coming in sharper. If Goal Oriented gets the nod and Baffert sends him, don't overlook him. Next up, we got Journalism. He won the Preakness with a monster closing move just 2 weeks after finishing 2nd in the Derby. He ran 2nd again in the Belmont, then returned in style with the win in the Grade 1 Haskells. Trainer Michael McCarthy has said that they're still deciding between the Travers and waiting for the Breeders' Cup, but there's no denying that the horse has tactical speed, grit, and absolutely no quit in him. The most recent works look smooth, and he's passed every test so far. Right now, he's playing the role of sham to Sovereignty's Secretariat, clearly the second best 3-year-old in the division, with Sovereignty just a step ahead. Gosger is flying under the radar. He won the Grade 3 Lexington earlier this season. Then he ran 2nd in both the Preakness and the Haskell. Each time he lost to Journalism. Brendan Walsh trains him, the talent's there, and he's never finished worse than 2nd. Sovereignty is the champ until somebody knocks him off. Journalism is his biggest rival, though he's had a demanding campaign. And honestly, I'm not sure that Sovereignty's even seen his best. His fastest race came in the San Felipe off a fresh layoff, And you also have Baeza, who's been knocking on the door, but still needs to take that next step. Magnitude, he's the dangerous fresh shooter here. I wouldn't sleep on him. Gosger and goal oriented, well, they're the upside plays with something to prove. If you're betting Saratoga and the Travers, you'll need sharp race notes. So if you haven't yet, grab my free picks and handicapping worksheets using the link below. Every Friday I send out 2 races with contender notes, strategy, and the exact worksheet I use to spot the best horses in any field. And if you want more action, you can watch my Whitney Stakes picks here, with Fierceness trying to bounce back and Mindframe looking to stay on top. Hit that like button if this helps. Subscribe for more picks and previews, and drop a comment letting me know who you're backing in the Travers.